Welcome to the final episode of the Click Cure Chronicles. Today we are going over all of our 18 episodes of Click Cures and putting them on a tier list, ranking them with the numbers that we already gave them out of 10, and adjusting slightly for ease of use, how quickly we had to redo it and if it was worth it, as well as how pleasant or unpleasant it was. So let's get going. Starting with F tier, and with the earliest one first, is the apple cider vinegar gargle. I know you all had so much fun watching me with that reaction of how incredibly strong and disgusting that was. Definitely not worth it. It made things worse. After that, also on F tier, is the vocal spray. It didn't actually work. I was hoping it would, but it seems to be more of a soother and to kind of keep up the health of your voice than actually helping. One of the more surprising suggestions that we tested was the pickled beets. Not enough of a difference to be worth it at all, and slimy texture. No thank you. So that's our first E tier. Continuing on, biotin. While it's great for dental health and could be more beneficial to those that suffer with dry mouth, it really didn't do as much as I was hoping it would. Not much improvement at all. Biotin's going on the D tier. C tier is going to include our sugar-free gum. While the flavor is great, it's not really as much of an improvement as we hoped. We rated this a 6 of 10. It's not horrible, but it really needed to do better to be something that's going to be a consistent use in the booth. A neti pot or sinus rinse. Now, in allergy season, I feel like this is going to be ranked a little higher if you're an allergy sufferer or if you've just gotten over a cold or at the end of a cold. Other than that, while helpful, not a cure. An improvement, not a cure. We're up to B tier now. We tried lemon ginger and the throat coat or throat soother tea. They were about the same. They did a great job, had fantastic flavor, well, at least the lemon ginger did. Effective? To a point, yes. Not a complete cure. Paper towel trick, the drying the back of the teeth manually. While it did a decent job, it's down in the B tier because you have to redo it every 5 minutes or so. This is a good one to remember if you neglected your hydration for the day. The saltines. This can be something that's a little more of a pain if you don't do a ton of recording often, like if you're starting your voice acting or narration career and don't have as many jobs. This may be something that you'll want to wait on. It's still very beneficial, there weren't many clicks, and it's a good one to have on hand, but not as good as some others. Let's go to the A tier. Our very first test took our control of basic hydration, your day-to-day amount that you normally do, to the next level. Lots and lots and lots of water. So much hydration, there will be many bathroom breaks, but it did fantastically. This got an 8 out of 10. There were just 2 clicks. Water is something that we all should be drinking more of, so it's a really good one to keep in your arsenal and something that we should be doing anyway. A tongue scraper. This is another oral hygiene one that your dentist is going to praise you for and your significant others. This one was surprisingly effective, and it did scientifically make sense. 60% less clicks than our control. It's also very quick to do. It didn't take long, and while gross, it did work. Not a complete cure. Let's continue. Another A tier is the nebulizer. We used a portable one, and this one was really nice for hydrating your throat and reducing the dry stickiness. It did a great job. There were still a couple leftover clicks. The cough drops and the throat-soothing lollipops had slightly different results, so they're going to be slightly further apart on our tier list. So the cough drops did a tiny bit better than the lollipops. They're both very easy to have in the booth, and they don't go bad very fast. Also, personally, I like the flavor of cherry cough drops. I don't mind it at all. Some people really can't stand the menthol, and so I would say use the lollipops if you're wanting to use one of these. The last one in our A tier is the basic bites. These were surprising to me and a new item. You can get some samples if you message them on their socials or email them. They will send you samples. It's a quick one, it does a good job, and another easy one to have in the booth. S tier! All right, these are the ones that you're going to want to remember, write down, save this post, share to your fellow voice actors, narrator friends. These are the ones that we're going to be using a lot. Now, the first one was actually our second episode and our first 10 out of 10. These are the green apples. Now, as I've continued throughout these tests and my work as we're doing these tests each week, I did notice that sometimes there were a click or two, but they were very, very infrequent. So while I originally gave it a 10, I'm going to give it a 9.5 here, just because it wasn't a 100% cure. Very, very close though. Our next S tier is the juices episode. We did apple juice and lemon juice. The lemon juice actually was more effective than the apple juice and also is usually cheaper. So the lemon juice really only had one click. The apple juice had two, but they were very, very quiet. I know everyone liked seeing me make the face, but it really did work. This was another super high rated. We love this trick and how quick it is. This one I had to demote slightly. This was another 10, but I hated the mouthfeel. I really, really struggled with this. It was an olive oil swish. It got rid of everything, all the clicks, all the extra sounds. It did a really good job, but it felt horrible. I gave it a 9.5 on our tier list. Our final S tier happens to also be the final test we did, the super strong lemon water alternating with normal water. Now this kind of ties back to the ultra hydration and mixing it in with the lemon juice. We did it. That's all. That's it. This is our tier list, our final results for the Click Cure Chronicles, all 18 episodes. So, which is your favorite? Which one will you absolutely not do? And which one are you going to be using every time you're in the booth? And now we're ready to record with a lot less clicks or none at all.